Ahoy, mates.
Ahoy!
Good afternoon. Yes, afternoon. It is 2:30. Ship time.
Yes.
Why so late, Dudley?
Because we just finished touring the whole ship.
The entire ship.
The entire jewel of the seas. We walked the whole ship. We gave a detailed navigational palooza.
Yes, it was very time consuming, but it is done now.
It is done.
And we'll soon be ready for your enjoyment. Once everything's filmed, edited, published, all that jazz, we'll have it linked and in the playlist and all that, so you can watch it. You should definitely check that out.
If you're really looking to kind of get your bearings before getting on the ship, this will definitely help you navigate and get an idea of the whole ship.
And now we're gonna get our day started. Where are we going?
I think we're going to go to the Choral Theater.
Corral.
Oh, it sounds so unchoral when you say it.
SpongeBob reference.
They're having the Love and Marriage game show.
Which has already started, so we should get going. Usually these are pretty funny. Let's go! Alright, so this is the menu for tonight. Night 8. Main dining at the Tides dining room. We said we would go back, so, and then main course, of course, we said we were coming because they do have lobster tail tonight and prime rib. Yes. Oh, and gnocchi. Oh my god, we made the right decision going back tonight.
Okay, totally gonna get gnocchi. Definitely gotta get lobster tail. I don't care so much about the prime rib, but I know you're gonna get the prime rib.
Yeah, we're gonna ooh, cheese tortelloni.
Ooh, chocolate cake.
Baked Alaska. That's my favorite.
Yay!
Alright, going into the Corral Theater. This entrance is closed. Please enter on deck 5. We're not going in. Gotta go to deck 5. Okay, now entering the Corral Theater. Oh, it's Laughs-a-Palooza. We must be already getting the fun started in here. Hopefully there's a good seat. Ah, up top. We like to grab the Abe Lincoln seats.
Number 2 makes some noise!
Ooh, perfect.
Number 3 makes
A little alcove.
I want to tell you that at some point, all the couples that tried, you will be glad that you didn't make it. You will be glad you were in the audience. So, welcome to the Corral Theater for the Love and Marriage Game Show. And now, welcome your host for today, your cruise director. Welcome, Alex!
Alright, we're down here on the deck on deck 5 outside the Choral Theater. Just walking around. We do see a dog box here though. So for service animals.
Yeah, so I guess you can, I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
Like, does it have to be a small enough dog where you can pick them up and put them in here? I'm not sure, I'm a little confused.
But it's here on deck 5, starboard side, outside the Choral Theater.
Yeah. We just got done with the Newlywed game show. And, well, it wasn't Newlywed, it was like a love, marriage game show thing. And it was fun. Definitely go see it, it's really funny. They make it a good time for sure. I just went and had lunch with my dad because Matt actually went upstairs because it is really, the ship's rocking really kind of a lot today. Not crazy, but more so than it has been the rest of the cruise because the water's really choppy and I kind of wanted to show it to you a little bit. But you can kind of see it's a little bit choppy out there. I mean, it's not going to translate exactly on camera because, you know, you can see it more in person. I'm gonna meander around a little bit and then I'm gonna go check on Matt and see how he's feeling and we'll see. Ooh, check it out. They have a violin player playing in the Centrum right now. We showed this in the ship tour earlier, but I wanted to show it in one of the vlogs as well. This is Cafe Latte-tudes. It's on deck 5. And here's the Centrum shops right here so you know where it's at. But yeah, this is on deck 5. To buy the specialty coffees and drinks, you have to have a beverage package or you have to pay extra. But what we didn't know is that they have this whole case of desserts where you can get that for completely free. It's in your cruise fare. So I'm gonna try some of those right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got a piece of the cake of the day, which is red velvet, and I got a chocolate cupcake. And this red velvet is huge. So I'm probably gonna take 2 bites of it and take the back to Matt because red velvet is his favorite and there's no way I can eat all of this. So hopefully he's feeling better so he can help me with this. Where I'm eating, that's where Cafe Latte-tudes is, the stand where you get it. and I'm eating like right in this little nook area outside of it, but you can like really see the waves chopping away out there. You can see it much better from this level. Before I showed you from deck 8, and this is deck 5, and you can kind of get a better idea of how the waves are actually moving. It's kind of more at eye level. Okay, so I ate all of the chocolate cupcake and it was delicious. I'll definitely be getting that again. It had like a big blob of icing on it, which I really like, and it tasted really fudgy and really good. I had a few bites of the red velvet. It didn't taste super red velvety. Like, I didn't get a lot of like the cream cheese icing that usually is pretty signature with a red velvet. But it was good. I mean, it tasted like a nice moist cake. So if you're just looking for a nice moist cake, it was pretty good. Sorry I didn't show us a close-up of the glass case of the desserts. It was kind of busy there, and I didn't want to get in people's way. But you saw 2 of the things, but if you want to see everything that they had today, you can check out our ship tour that I'll link in the corner. And it had all the desserts of the day, so you can check those out. But now I'm heading back to the room, and I'm gonna check on Matt and bring him some cake. What do you think of the cake?
It's good, but this isn't cream cheese icing.
That's what I said.
Like a vanilla cake that was dyed red.
Yeah.
It's good. I wouldn't call it red velvet, but it's good.
You feeling better?
I am. My head's a lot better now.
Good. We seem to be a lot calmer now. Like, as in the waves.
I'm a lot calmer now. I took a leave. I drank fluids and had a nap.
Rested your swaying body.
And it wasn't so much like the typical seasickness, like, because I don't really get like that. It was more just, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. It was very loud. And we went in the theater, it was loud, it was high with the light, I don't know.
Yeah.
My head started hurting. And
the movement kind of was the cherry on top. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Me too. I'm ready for lobster. Prime rib, gnocchi.
Baked Alaska.
This is like, it don't get no better than this.
It's happening finally. So I think we're gonna change, get ready for our dinner in the main dining room, and then funtivities for the rest of the evening.
Lots.
What do we have? Where's the paper?
We have, at 9:15, we have the production show in the theater from West End to Broadway. Apparently a collection of samplings of different famous production and plays. Andrew Lloyd Webber was mentioned by name. Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, that's who did that? Oh, fancy.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see some of that. I'd like to see some Cats. Like we saw in Oasis of the Seas. I doubt we'll get that though.
Was that Mr. Webber as well?
I think he did the musical production of it.
Oh, okay.
T.S. Eliot, I believe, was the one who wrote it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
But there's that, and then there's a Crazy Quest game show.
It's 18 and older. It's in the Safari Club, and apparently it's like kind of like a scavenger hunt, but you can only look around in the Safari Club. Like, you can't leave the room. And then after that, we'll see.
We'll see. Dinner.
So first, change. Suit up for dinner. It's formal night, but we're not dressing up, but we're gonna wear something better than a t-shirt.
No formal.
No formal.
Ever. Okie dokie then. Just wrapped up our meal in the Tides dining room, and that was excellent.
It was very good.
One of my favorite meals I've had in the dining room, I'd say.
I agree. In like a main dining room, I totally agree.
Service was much faster tonight as well.
Yes, that's an important note to make because we were kind of unsure yesterday of how that was going to go. We got in at like around 7:45. We got here a little bit earlier, so we would have plenty of time to make the show that we're gonna catch. And it's like 9 o'clock now, so, and we were pretty leisurely.
This is our friend, the Dame of Dawn, by the way.
Say hello, Dame.
Hello. Oh, how are you guys doing? It's nice to see you today. I can't wait to go to dinner with you. We already ate dinner. Well, I'll see you at the show.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize you were so good at that. Okay, anyways. Appetizer, I had the Caprese Salad, which had tomatoes, mozzarella, and what is it? Pesto.
Drizzled with a pesto.
Pesto. I always wanted to say basil, but pesto
it is basil, but
it's different.
Dressed up a little bit. And I had a bite. It was really good too. I like pesto a lot, and that was really good. I had the tomato soup, which had a bit of pesto in it as well. This was labeled the same way as the one I had on Mariner of the Seas was, but that one was like creamier and like a lighter taste. This was more seasoned with that pesto and that basil flavor, so it was a little heartier, a little more bite to it, but it was good. I liked it. And then for the main course, we kind of both got two things in a sense. You got the gnocchi and the lobster tail. I got the lobster tail as well, but with the prime rib. The gnocchi with the actual things, I don't know what you call
the
those.
Actual gnocchi.
Yeah.
I mean, it's made out of potato, but it's like the pasta. Yeah.
Those things were good. The sauce was very thick, chunky vegetable stuff that we wouldn't eat, and very different than the gnocchi we've had before.
It had like some shredded beef in it, which was good. I think it was beef.
I don't know.
Beef or pork. I'm not sure. It was all mixed together, so it was kind of hard to tell. But it was good, whatever it was. And yeah, the gnocchi were very good, and the sauce, like the actual flavor of the sauce was good. It was just very chunky with like cooked tomatoes and onions and things like that, which we don't prefer.
The lobster, fantastic. I mean, it's lobster. Come on.
It was so good. They were kind enough to like bring some melted butter and put over the top.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Succulent. It was so good. The prime rib was fantastic as well. I mean, so tender. I ordered mine medium rare, and that's what it was. It came with some mashed potatoes, which were good as well, and some broccoli too, which is my favorite vegetable. One of the only vegetables that I will eat, which is a little weird because that's actually the one that most people don't like.
Yeah.
That's like the the leader of the vegetables, and I love broccoli. What do you think, Dame of Dawn?
I think broccoli's great. I'm with you, Matt.
There you go. Dessert. I loved.
It's what you've been waiting for
Baked
so
Alaska,
long.
My favorite dessert. I only get it on cruise ships because it's the only place I ever see it.
My molten cake was very good. It was very rich. It wasn't like a molten cake like where you slice through the middle and like it oozes and goozes out. It wasn't like that. It was kind of like a very fudgy brownie. It was very chocolatey. If you like chocolate, get it.
So we really enjoyed last night's dining room experience, but tonight's was just out of this world.
If you're someone who doesn't like to dress up formally for dinner, I mean, some people do enjoy it, and go for it if you do, but if you're like us and you don't really like, if you don't really like to dress up, if you like to wear jeans and just a regular shirt,
sneaks,
don't be afraid to, because we did it, and
others did too. It's not like we're weirdos and we're the only one doing it.
No, I mean, certainly a lot of people were dressed to the nines, but there was several people like us too. I know sometimes we get that question a lot about like, how do I need to dress? And really just dress how you're comfortable. Obviously, you can't go in wearing a bathing suit. Maybe for formal night, I wouldn't maybe wear a t-shirt, but if you're, wearing like a collared shirt or something, like, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
We need to go though, because the show's gonna be starting here soon. We're gonna head over there now, but yes, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up, 6. Does she have arms? Oh, she has a thumb right there and it's up. Let's go to the Corral Theater. We got a show to catch.
Look at the curtain in the theater. There's fish swimming on it. That's so cool. Isn't that cool?
Very cool. What's not cool, well, it's understandable, is that we can't film during the performance. so unfortunately we can't show you.
So yeah, we can't record the show, but we'll tell you about it when we're done.
As travel agents and people trying to be respectful, and as former thespians ourselves.
This is true. We have a history with theater.
That's right. We'll be very respectful, so we'll tell you about it when it's time. So this is the Corral Theater, as we made mention of before. I think this might be my favorite theater that we've been in on a cruise ship, not just Royal Caribbean. It's maybe not the biggest, but I really like the design and the aesthetic of it going on here. You know, you have the fish on the curtain, but then you have the color scheme that matches like a coral reef. You have the nautical patterns on the wall. You have the wave-like patterns with the ceiling tiles and such. It's very nice, and the lights of the house go down. Showtime. All right, we just wrapped up from West End to Broadway, the theater show. We'll give you our thoughts on that in just a bit, because we actually need to hurry on over to the Safari Club for the
West game show thingy.
Some wacky, tacky, tie-day, the scavenger hunt thing. I don't know. Everyone's raving about it. We'll find out. Well, we should be able to film that, so give you an idea what that's like. Then we'll give you our thoughts on the show later. Apparently whatever this scavenger hunt is all it's made out to be, because it's an absolutely packed house right now in the Safari Club Lounge. We have the stage up here. They're getting ready to start the show here, and it is just standing room only at this point, pretty much. They actually have special drink tables set up, selling beverages, different souvenir cups and everything. It is an absolute nut house in here. Still not exactly sure what this is exactly, but everyone raves about it. They say it's a must-do, must-see kind of thing. And apparently everyone else feels as strongly about it, because I think the whole entire Jewel of the Seas passenger count is here in the Safari Club right now. We'll see if it's actually worth all the hubbub.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to have a good time? Your team number in hand, and the exotic, the wild bottle of pills. Team number 5, team number 2, team number 1. Team number 3, 2, 1, these. Number in hand, and two guys barking like a dog. Go! Hold on. Take it easy. Okay, stand by. Open up, stand by. Now, roll. Open up, roll. Guys do, the girls gotta do. I need to see two girls with the team number in hand, flopping like a chicken. Go! Get softer or dirtier? You called it. I need to see your team number in hand and a lady with a piercing below the neck. Go!
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius. Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Cruise Ship Entertainer. When Tinseltown and Broadway said no, the cruise ship said yes.
The next quest, ladies and gentlemen, stand by, take it easy. You don't do anything until I say go, and until I say go only. I need to see a lady with team number in hand with lipstick all over her face. So now, I want you to kiss Mike wherever you see flesh. Go! The girls gotta do, the man gotta do. I need to see a man with lipstick all over their face. I need to see a man with lipstick all over their face. You have 1 minute, DJ. I told you we'll get dirtier, so what we're gonna do now, I need to see your team number in hand, and you guys have to have successfully swapped tops. Go!
Alright, so we just wrapped up the game show thing. I still don't know the name.
It's called Quest the Game Show?
Ah.
I believe. It's definitely Quest.
I had to stop filming because it was getting a little wild.
Yeah.
People taking off clothes and stuff. I don't want to film that. You guys don't want to see that.
It definitely took a walk on the wild side.
Yeah, it got progressively crazier.
But I mean, not not like so much to where it was uncomfortable. Like no one was naked or anything. I would say 18 and up. And it's labeled as such, but I think that's appropriately labeled.
It was funny. Like,
yeah.
You know, people going crazy. People were having a good time. So that's what it's all about. So yeah, maybe want to check that out if you see that on your cruise, on your sailing as well. You saw how crowded it was in here. It was a packed house. I mean, standing room only at a certain point there. And
we got here 20 minutes early.
Yeah.
Even if you're not someone who wants to participate in something like that, it was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
So it's worth coming here early and getting a seat for.
And so rewinding back now, as we said earlier, we had to kind of come over here. And it's a good thing we did because you saw how many people there were. We left the Corral Theater after seeing from West End to Broadway.
And
you know, on this channel we try to stay positive and everything, so I will just say that was not my favorite.
Broadway is totally up my alley. Like, I love musicals and everything like that. I'm not extremely versed in the history of musical theater, but I do know a decent number of show tunes.
A lot. For a casual average person, you know a lot.
And I didn't know like hardly any, because the whole premise of it I think was that it was just a compilation of a bunch of show tunes, and I thought it was going to be famous show tunes, like the ones that when you go to Pandora and you click Broadway show tunes, like the ones that come up, like some Chicago or Phantom,
Wicked,
Mamma Mia, and it really wasn't. I mean, I have heard of some of the songs, but it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting some bigger show-stopping show tunes.
Here's my take with this whole thing is that if you watch your Mariner videos or you heard me talk about it in the past, one thing that I wish Royal Caribbean would step their game up a bit is with original productions.
Yeah.
I mean, when they come up with the show. We saw Cats on Oasis of the Seas. It was phenomenal. I've seen Cats when it was traveling. I saw it. It was the same show. It was absolutely phenomenal. We saw an original production show on Oasis of the Seas. I thought it fell flat. We saw an original production show on Mariner of the Seas. I was like, what was that, you know? Now this one tonight, I'm kind of like, eh.
The original production, it's not a story. It's just like a bunch of singing and dancing kind of strung together.
I understand the premise of this show was that it was supposed to be like a juxtaposition of different things, but it wasn't tied together at all. It felt very choppy and just like kind of rushed. I want to make clear, like the talent of the show was great, and especially the orchestra, the band, they were the ones that carried the show.
It kind of felt like they didn't have like the funds to purchase the rights for show tunes that would have really fit what this show could have been.
Well, if you like to hear this song, you can check out our video of New York City.
Yes.
This was the song that we played back when we did montages.
Before we realized how copywriting worked on YouTube.
Yeah, and before we were vloggers and ran our mouths too much about things you don't care about, like this play. I know it might sound like we're being harsh or whatever. We definitely don't want to sound like that. We just want to present the truth and give you an accurate representation. And I don't think we're the only ones that feel this. Well, I know we're not the only ones that feel this way. My family felt the same way. When
Royal does Broadway shows, excellent. And we only have one example of that, but what we've heard from other people. Broadway shows on Royal, excellent. A lot of headliner shows, like people doing specialty things like The Juggler. Your parents went and saw an Elvis impersonator the other night and they loved it.
And my mom is a huge Elvis fan. My dad is not by any means, but he said he loved it. So anyone who's, you know, anyone would have enjoyed that show kind of thing.
Original stage productions, they can kind of up their game a little bit and kind of creating more of a story and not just a compilation of singing and dancing.
Yes, exactly. That would be my personal preference. That would be my takeaway.
We still had a great time. We have a great time with anything that we do, but we just know that there's so many things on the cruise compass daily. There's so many things to hit, and we just want to let you know what maybe would be prioritized over others. I personally would prioritize the headliner shows over the original production shows, but that's just
And definitely go see the Broadway shows if you're on a ship that has that.
Yes, please go see them.
Go see Cats if you're on Oasis. That's all I can tell you. don't want to be too negative, but I also have to mention that tomorrow's the last night of the cruise.
Oh no, I don't want to hear it.
So
Not
we
ready
are,
to accept it yet.
but there's still lots of stuff in store for you guys. We don't know what. We haven't even looked at the cruise compass yet for tomorrow. We have no idea what's on the docket. We have no idea what movies are playing or whatever.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea's gonna try to rock climb at some point.
Yes, I want to hit the things that we have not done
I
yet.
don't think we're gonna go to the main dining room. We did check the menu for that tomorrow night, and it was not.
Just saying.
And we'd like to end on the high note that we had earlier.
Plus we have to, you know,
Bid
pay our-
adieu.
yeah,
to-
pay adieu to, pay adieu?
Bid adieu.
Oh, bid adieu. We have to bid adieu to Windjammers. And I do want to say, because I know today's vlog, after I edit it and everything, is going to end up being probably a bit shorter than our other ones. So I'm sorry that we didn't have as much content today in terms of our vlog, but we just spent so much time in the morning trying to give you a really in-depth ship tour of,
Yes.
of the entirety of Jewel of the Seas.
So hopefully you find that really helpful.
Yeah, I hope so.
We'll do as much as we can tomorrow, promise.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time no matter what.
Yeah.
But for now, it is time to say goodnight from night 8 to day 8. We hope to see you tomorrow, the last day, day number 9 on Jewel of the Seas. Have a good night, everyone. Happy travels.
Happy travels.